The next technique is a set of techniques. It's called the Dragon's Set. Alright? Very simple. Make a fist and stick out the index finger and the pinky finger. And now this is where the chi is going to come out from. And so now we have a technique known as the Dragon's Claw. Okay? And usually, we'll use a ground with this technique, like so. I'll go through relatively quickly because this is very, very simple. Alright, Dragon's Claw. Okay, so we have Dragon's Claw. We do another Dragon's Claw on the other side, and we can touch on, for say, the neck for a sore throat, and hold for a few minutes, 5-10 minutes tops. We can do this on the shoulder. Anywhere we need to break the joints loose, relax muscle tissue. It has an effect similar to banding. Tight forearms, we'll just touch the forearm on the muscle. Whatever muscle that you want to relax, you can use the touching Dragon's Claw like that. Okay. If we're doing a little bit deeper work, like we're working on a leg, or a knee, and I'll just use his arms so you can see that a little bit better. But if we're working on deeper areas, we can use the Dragon meets Lotus. And so we take the lotus and we put it on the arm or leg, and we of course do not touch with the Dragon Claw. We want to hold it about 2 to 3 inches away from the target. So this will touch for our ground. This does not, and we slowly move back and forth. This also has a kind of a welding effect too for really bad breaks. We have a double Dragon's Claw, which is just like touching, except we're not touching. And this is for deep damage because the energy passes right through. Neither one is touching. So I'll move his arm a little bit so you see. Neither one is touching. The power, just back up just for a second. The power for this comes from, we'll do a single or a double ram's head charge and then stick out. So we do the fist and we're like, boom, double ram's head, and then there's the claw. It's like a switchblade stiletto kind of effect. Boom. So right here, and now working on this arm, slowly moving up and back. Okay. Now, the next technique we're going to go over is Dragon's Mouth. And this is actually a small tiger mouth, is what the strike is called in Hungar Kung Fu or whatever you're studying. Whatever you got going on. But when we emit the chi from here, it's called the Dragon's Mouth. And because it's slightly different, like small tiger mouth looks kind of like this, and Dragon's Mouth's a little bit wider. So we kind of stretch just a little bit. And so I can do a whole technique on the arm and just emit, and this is going to be my emission portion right here, is where the energy's coming out at. And I can just, it's a multi-blockage remover and general balancer. Works really well for arms and this kind of thing. You can do that a couple of times. And I do use a ground with it, but it's not necessary to use a lotus. Just a regular grounding hand will suffice very well. And we do this a couple, 3 times, and this will make sure that it's kind of arced in. You don't want to, it's not like this, okay? It's like this. Make sure large intestine 4 is pointing toward where you're shooting the energy. The last technique on the Dragon set is the Dragon's Breath. Okay, and all the Dragon's techniques take the same kind of build, either way. But we do the Dragon's Claws again, and then we're going to take the thumb and undo it from there. Okay, so we have the mouth, and then here is the pinky makes the breath, and it's a multi-blockage remover, goes a little bit deeper, and it's a little bit more concentrated than the Dragon's Mouth. And you can do this without a ground. You can do opposite each other, which would be double dragon's breath. And it's more concentrated. Instead of being spread out and being a surface blockage remover, it's a deep penetrating blockage remover. And so we just kind of go up, just go up and down really slowly. That's all we need to do. Very, very simple stuff. Nothing new here. Okay, just maybe a little bit different shapes to focus the energy a little bit different. So that covers all the advanced techniques for this course as far as emission, mudras. Now we're going to go over some cultivation, some different techniques for cultivation. Really, really powerful stuff, okay? Really ups your chi level.